Alright. Back to back. Shoot. Back to back. Oh, fuck. She didn't
Hogsmeade, here I come.
wanted to get that spell. Whoops.
Welcome back. I've arranged a special price on the broom upgrade for you. I
100,000,
truly appreciate all of your help.
Should have enough. So
You'll be thrilled with that broom, I promise you. I must tell you, half of Hogsmeade's been by the shop asking about rumours of a broom upgrade. Without the information you provided, my work would have taken twice as long. Thank you again. It may sound ambitious, but I've already begun work on another upgrade, more difficult to perfect than the last. I wondered, would you be interested in joining forces again? There's another course near Arendelle that Miss Reyes has mastered. If you were to test this first upgrade there, it may help me as I develop the next. Oh, you'll consider it, won't you?
Sounds as if you're really outdoing yourself. If I'm able to help, I will.
Thank you. I know this recent success was only the beginning of what I can do for Broomflight.
Trying to fix this dude's voice, getting on my nerves.
Report back as soon as you can, and we'll be off to races.
Off to the race.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Actually, oh. Who's this guy?
Hello again, Mr. Moon.
Mr. Moon.
Oh, I was hoping to see you again, my young friend. Gladwin Moon, Hogwarts caretaker, at your service. First, please allow me to apologize if I seemed a bit unsteady when we last met. I'm afraid I had a rather disconcerting encounter. Although I hear your visit to Hogsmeade was even more eventful than mine.
I suppose you could call it eventful. I certainly wasn't expecting a troll attack.
Oh, of course not. From what I understand, the village was lucky you were there. In fact, my recent visit to Hogsmeade is the reason I was hoping to bump into you. I could use your help with something. Do you see that curious statue over there? Watch what happens when that light changes from day to night. Now, if you wouldn't mind humouring me for a moment, see if you can remove the moon from the statue. Oh, odd little contraptions, aren't they? It seems the statue vanishes once the moon is removed, which, incidentally, can only be done at night. Why don't you hold on to that one for now, and I'll explain more as we walk. Ever since that fateful day in the village, those curious statues have begun appearing about the castle. A fair number have been strewn around Hogsmeade. Someone, it seems, is trying to torment me. You see, that day in Hogsmeade, I turned a corner and came face to face with a boggart, or shapeshifter, if you will, which takes the form of whatever scares you most. This one's the form of a demiguise.
A demiguise?
Yes! Terrifying creature that can see the future. Wholly unnerving. I encountered one when I was a lad in Korea. Terrible experience. Those statues are demiguises. The moons, I assume, are an uninspired play on my name. Some jackanapes used a boggart to learn my greatest fear and use it against me. I have my suspicion as to the scoundrel or scoundrels responsible. It's my hope that they will slip up and reveal themselves as the statues disappear. That is why I need your help in removing the statues.
Why me?
A couple of reasons, frankly. First, your daring do against those trolls in Hogsmeade has gained you a reputation for fearlessness. Second, as macabre and hideous as a demiguise is, most would find my fear of them unwarranted. You, however, have seen how they affect me. I'm at my wit's end, young friend. I simply can't bring myself to go near them. In fact, I know of two statues right here in the faculty tower. Perhaps you could start simply by removing them, so I can go about my evening duties.
I'd be glad to help you, Miss Moon.
Oh, I knew I could count on you. First, you know how to cast a disillusionment charm, correct? You'll want to do that before wandering the tower at night. Next, you'll notice that the door is locked. However will you get in? Alahomora, that's how.
But what about curfew?
Curfew? Oh, tosh. I sensed you were a bit like me when I was your age. Oh, the school was my oyster. And I took advantage of it. Oh, everyone loved me for it. Oh, those were the days. Now, you'll find one statue in the prefect's bathroom and the other in the hospital wing. Good luck. Oh, and thank you.
You teach me how to spell? What's this? All right. Oh.
Hello, Homora.
You need help? What am I doing? What am I doing?
Well done. You're
Hey, bring me
in.
the remote.
Remember, use a disillusionment charm so no one claps eyes on you. This is a restricted area of the castle, after all.
So, okay.
Mr. Monkey?
You want more?
It's the ice cream monkey. Exactly, Morphle. Morph into a helicopter. Huh? Where did it go?
Oh, what the hell happened? Easton. Disillusionment. Is this?
Revelio. Revelio.
They're raising a generation of puddle cave bathers that can scarcely tell the difference between.
Revelio.
Why are you going upstairs?
Revelio.
What if I had a invisibility potion? Be easier.
This must be the prefect's bathroom. Aloha Mora.
loyalists are preparing for a rebellion. Bruce, always mucking about, stirring up. Perhaps Ranrock and Hislop wouldn't be so combative if the Ministry would allow them to have wands. One of those goblins comes near me, I'll hand him his hat. Or help, both. Anyway, my marching Professor Hector's class is superb. I don't think that's what that class is for. She's right. Why don't you leave goblins?
Hello, Homora. Revelio.
Off on another adventure, are we? No presence in the hospital room on account of my venomous tentacle. Not at the moment, no. Plenty of other perils and precautions set in my way, though. I suppose Professor Black knows best, but... I had planned to get him down. I know when I see a winglet, and raise
Revenue.
will not have been matched. Not this year, anyway.
Get down.
Finally going to learn the Quidditch rules. It's a majestic sport. Encompasses the whole of the human condition. Oh, how's that? Well, all of the teamwork and flying about and... I suppose I should pay closer attention in the next match, if there ever is one. I suppose you should. I've always said that travel...
Okay, Festral.
Revelio. Revelio. Hello, Mr. Moon. I have the moons you asked me to collect.
Oh, goodness! You're as fearless as I'd hoped. An excellent start. If we can collect more, it may shed some light on who's behind all this. Of course, I first suspected Pease. He drove the previous caretaker, rancorous carp, to an early retirement with his intolerable buffoonery. But that does not explain the boggart in Hogsmeade, does it? No. I am determined, with your help, to discover the identity of my tormentor.
It's definitely intriguing. I'd like to help you solve this mystery.
You, my friend, are a gentle person and a scholar. And I have something to offer in exchange for your assistance. Now, remember, the moons are only retrievable at night. Thus, I encourage you to use a disillusionment when necessary.
How many statues are there to find?
I don't know precisely, but I've spotted dozens. Seems they're everywhere I look. You have your work cut out for you, if you were to ever unravel their meaning.
Understood. I shall keep an eye out.
I appreciate that. Oh, I knew you were the one to ask for help. Keep at it so we can solve this mystery.
What are you up to now?
Welcome, everyone. I see you've already met some of the many beasts we study in this class. Though be advised, none of these creatures should be taken lightly. They are all in their own way dangerous, especially if one does not know how to handle them properly. Now, it seems many of you are out of practice. Let's take some time to review the basics of how to care for a beast, shall we? Miss Sweeting, would you please assist our new student with the lesson today?
Yes, Professor Howen. Hello, I'm Poppy. Poppy Seating. Don't worry about Professor Howen's speech. She over-exaggerates sometimes.
Can I have the blankie?
All the beasts in class are perfectly
Can I have
safe.
Ellie's pink blankie? And
Miss
a...
Sweeting, pay attention, please. The tongue of a puffskein can be a slippery devil.
Yes, Professor. Here, you can practice on Gerald. Just keep an eye out for his tongue. You can use my brush. Just be gentle. Oh, and think pleasant thoughts. I like to think it enriches his experience. That's lovely. I'm sure he feels much better. I think he might be hungry.
Hey.
Would you mind giving him some beast feed? What do you suppose the pellets taste like to Gerald? Pudding, I like to think.
Why don't you try one?
I think we can safely say that Gerald likes you.
That's good news. He seems very nice.
He is. Kindness is one of his best qualities, right after ambition and cleanliness.
Good work, everyone. Now, let's make our way to the pens and select another beast. And please, do be careful as you feed and groom them. Miss Sweeting, why don't you show our new student to the Kneazles in the farthest pen?
This way. The Kneazles over here.
Oh, couple of Kneazle whiskers ought to get me a few canuts at least. Enough to buy something from Honeycheeks. Stupid thing. Oh.
What in Merlin's name are you doing?
Tuss peculiar Poppy. Worried about a worthless little rodent.
Her name is Persephone!
Her name is Persephone!
That's really not funny.
Let's go.
Those two don't belong anywhere near this class. Poachers in training. Persephone was onto them instantly. Thank you for your help. Let's carry on. Feed and brush the Kneazles just as you did with Gerald.
She's gonna eat off the back, huh?
The Kneazles really took to you. They know a good egg when they see one. As do I.
It appears our time has come to an end. Please close the pens and see yourselves out. Now, where is our new student? Ah, there you are. I would like a moment, please.
Hello, Professor. You wanted to speak with me?
I did. How did you find your first beasts lesson?
It was wonderful. I believe I'm really going to enjoy this class.
Good. You seem to understand that when beasts are properly controlled, they can play a vital role in our lives. Some provide us with magically imbued materials, if cared for correctly, which does not include torturing them for whiskers. Well done, by the way. Probably best to let me handle it next time.
Yes, Professor.
They're nearly as bad as the Savagers in Rookwood's poacher pack. Sadly, we're the ones who suffer, stumbling over dead beasts. Terrible waste of resources.
Surely the poachers can be brought to justice by someone. The Ministry, perhaps?
An optimistic idea. Now, why don't we focus on more immediate matters that we can control? Professor Weasley has asked that I prepare some assignments designed to help you catch up to the other 50 years. Be on the lookout for my owl. Meanwhile, I also encourage you to study as many beasts as you can on your own time.
Swoop.
Over here.
Do you need something, Poppy?
Thank you again for saying something to those brutes so that I didn't have to. You were an augury at noon in the desert.
I certainly hope that's a good thing.
It's something my gran and I say. It means that something or someone is a welcome surprise. At least, that's what we decided it meant.
I couldn't stand there and watch them harm the poor thing.
We're of a similar mind. Actually, in light of that, there's someone I'd like you to meet in the forest.
I'm not sure. What's this all about?
You'll see. I promise you have nothing to fear.
No, right now.
I would take just
Hey,
anyone. In fact, you're the first.
Really? Well, thank you, I think.
As I said, we think alike. Doesn't surprise. Quite the weather we're having, don't you think?
Poppy, where are you taking me?
It really is much better if I just show you. Don't worry, we're nearly there. It's just ahead.
Oh no.
Stand back.
Stop.
Please meet Highwing. Isn't she just magnificent? Go on, introduce yourself to her, but be careful. You must always show hippogriffs the proper courtesy before you approach them.
Stop.
I knew it. I don't think I've ever seen a hippogriff take someone this quickly. You can feed and brush her if you'd like. I come and check on her every once in a while. Bring her pasties, tell her what's going on in the castle. You wouldn't know from looking at her, but she's a dreadful busybody.
Wow. Wow.
So, what did you think of Highwing?
I thought she was brilliant. Can't believe you introduced me to her.
I suspected you two might get along.
Can't believe we're gonna poach it.
Reason students have been seeing hippogriffs flying above the Forbidden Forest.
Perhaps. Did you know that once you earn a hippogriff's trust, they'll always be there for you? I've seen it firsthand with her.
How exactly did you and Highwing cross paths?
It's a longer story, but I rescued her from poachers a few years back. Got her to safety and, well, she was fine until recently. You may have noticed that poachers are something of a problem in the area, so I worry they could get her again. And I might not be there next time.
Professor Howin mentioned the poachers as well. She seems to imply that we couldn't rely on the Ministry to help.
I don't often agree with Professor Howin, but on that, I fear she's right. The poachers' influence is growing. I see them every day in the village, lingering, talking people. They're up to something. I'm just not sure what.
That does seem strange. Sounds as if they're planning something.
Exactly. I think I'm going to look into it. Find out what's going on, what they're doing.
I think that's a fine idea. Information is power.
And the more I know, the better I can keep Highwing safe.
You seem undeterred. Will you let me know what you find out?
Oh, very well. I will. I should be going, but we'll speak again soon, I hope.
Seems a pleasant enough little place. Here we are. Mr. Weeks wasn't wrong about the mountain views.
If it isn't the fastest Ravenclaw.
Hello, Imelda. So, another trial?
Of course it's another trial. And you'd better be taking part.
So, what? Finally scared everyone else away?
Oh, I have plenty of challengers. They're just not very good. No one sets records by wishing for them. And I need strong competition to stay on top of my game. Are you going to try to beat my flying record or not?
Strong competition? Could that have been a compliment, Imelda?
Go ahead, believe what you want. Makes no difference. Compliments make people soft. No one goes round telling me I did a fine job. And do I care? No. I say
Your face
I'm
is
the
melting.
best, and that's all I need. So please, try to beat my record, 5th year, and don't be disappointed when you lose.
I'm ready to fly.
Finally, a decent challenge.
Brilliant. Now that's more like it.
Oh my god. What is...
Maybe. Excellent. I'm getting the hang of this. Brilliant.
I'm pretty sure I missed a ring.
You've improved, I must admit. That was a bloody good run. Be careful. Earn a reputation for talent around here, and some people get put out about it.
Sounds like you're speaking from experience.
Yes, well, I am. Anyway, you didn't do abysmally. I can't deny that. But you'll not have the same luck on the South Coast course.
You said your reputation for talent put some people out. Like whom?
If you must know, I've had to deal with jealousy from members of my own house. When we were first years, Nerida Roberts and I spent loads of time on our brooms, pledged to fly every day. As my skill on a broom grew, rapidly I might add, Nerida suddenly didn't have time for flying practice. I tried to give her pointers, but she didn't have the natural ability I did. Clearly, she was jealous. Poor thing spends all her time now dawdling by the lake, obsessed with mer people. Won't even learn to swim. I refuse to downplay my talents to coddle someone else's fragile ego. Anyway, I need to ready the next course. Stop by when it's ready, if you can handle it.
We'll see, won't we? Till next time.
I half expected you to back down. Rest on your laurels. See you at the South Coast trial, if you don't lose your nerve. To race this course again, visit the podium with the leaderboard, where you can start the race and check your time.
Another successful flight. I should let Mr. Weeps know. This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful. Protego! Revelio.
There you go.
Lohomora. I know what that means. Merlin trial.
I don't think I have.
Hello, nice to meet you.
Oh, hello. The name is Porrick Haggerty, and this is my shop. What may I help you with?
I'd like to ask you about your shop, if you don't mind.
Certainly, that'd be fine. What would you like to know?
What do you have for sale?
What can I help you with today? Glad you were able to stop
Free
by.
armor.
Aloha Mora. Revelio. Protego. Revelio.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was.
Fascinating.
Excuse me, madam. I thought I heard you say something.
Oh, yes, indeed. Talking to myself again. I find myself to be quite the engaging conversationalist since my husband passed. Madam Althea Twiddle, pleased to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, Madam Twiddle.
You know, you might be interested in this. You young people love this sort of thing. My husband often ruminated on the mysterious statue just outside our hamlet. Some sort of archaic puzzle involving vases, he would insist. I stumbled upon it today when I had a burst of energy and extended my morning constitutional a bit longer than usual.
An archaic puzzle. Sounds fascinating.
You see, I suspected you'd be interested, and wait till I tell you about the rumours surrounding this particular puzzle. My husband Greville insisted that solving the puzzle would reveal a magical challenge of sorts. The man was intrigued by everything. He was about to try and solve it himself when... perhaps you could take a look. I'd be rather interested to hear what, if anything, you find.
If I happen to see it, I'll have a look.
Ah, the spirit of youth. I do hope you'll be able to...
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
Run. Lex.
I
Lex.
used to help out.
I have plenty of options.
Oh, is this house? Oh.
Hello there. Nice.
Hello, Miss Ryan. I wanted to thank you again for your help with Rookwood and Harlow the day of the troll attack.
Serona, please. And I was happy to help. Oh, those two are nothing but trouble. Glad you and your friend were here when they found you.
I am too. You were speaking to a goblin here that day.
Yes, Lodgok. He's a friend.
I was surprised that you seemed friendly with the goblin.
I've known him for years. We met when I was waiting tables here as a student, well before I bought the place. He was cordial enough, but we weren't friends then. His mistrust of wizard kind ran deep.
But you're friends now?
We are. Hadn't seen him in years when he came in a few months ago. But he recognized me instantly, which is more than I can say for some of my own classmates. Took them a second to realise I was actually a witch, not a wizard. Not all goblins are like Ranrock and his loyalists. Lodgok is as worried as the rest of us about what's been going on.
In that case, I'd like to talk with him, about Ranrock in particular. Where might I find him?
I assume your interest is to do with the rumours I've heard about Ranrock working with our friend Rookwood.
It is.
If he's not here, you might find him doing business at the Hog's Head. He's a trusted metal trader. You should mention that we spoke. He can, understandably, be wary of witches and wizards, even ones as young as you. That said, if you're looking for information on Ranrock to help rein him in, you'll find an ally in Lodgok.
Thank you, Serona.
If you find Lodgok, please give my best. I don't know what you've done to make such powerful enemies, but please, watch your back.
Dago.
Dago.
Hello.
Should I be worried?
Good to see
Look
you
at this man.
at the
This man running.
You do I meet.
Welcome to the Hog's Head. Any empty seats?
Hello, Lodgok. Serona said I might find you here.
She did she? Did she send you with news?
No, actually, I wanted to speak with you. It's about Ranrock.
Now I remember. The 3 broomsticks. Day of the troll attack. You're the student he's after.
I am, and I need to know what he and his loyalists are up to so I can stay a step ahead.
Let's say I did know. Why should I trust you?
Serona said our interests may be aligned. Perhaps she was wrong.
It'll just be a dick for now.
Well, if Serona believes we have common goals, then it is possible we can trust each other. Very well. I may know of something that could help us both. Way to get Ranrock to confide his plans to me.
I'm listening.
Years ago, a heinous witch stole a sacred goblin relic. Rumor has it that it now rests in her sarcophagus, in a tomb accessible only by wizard kind. Ranrock and I had a falling out a while back. The relic could well repair the chasm between us.
If I retrieve the relic, how do I know you'll tell me the truth about what Ranrock says?
We will have to trust each other. I, that you will not abscond with the relic, and you, that I'll share what I learn. Gather whatever supplies you may need, and meet me near the witch's tomb.
I wonder what Merlin would think of a wizard in the world. Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
Doesn't it?
I'm ready.
Good. There's no time to lose.
What precisely is the relic I'm to retrieve?
A valuable heirloom known as the Helmet of Urtgott. The witch considered herself a collector and purchased the helmet as a trinket. She cared not what pain she caused the goblins. Goblins believe that the rightful owner of any object is its maker, not its purchaser.
Wizard kind see things differently. It's a wonder goblins and wizards have ever been able to work together.
The differences between our kinds are myriad.
They seem to be.
It may surprise you to know that I do not believe those differences always to be insurmountable. It is the reason I find myself traveling with today.
Ah, and there it is. Witch's tomb.
that trash?
Dreadful place, isn't it?
No, put it right there.
I wish you luck retrieving the helmet. As a wand carrier, you should have an advantage. Now, before you set off, do you have any questions?
It all seems clear to me now that we're here.
I do hope our alliance proves fruitful. Again, I wish you luck. I will remain here, eagerly awaiting your return.
Easton? Easton.
Please, be careful.
It's sealed. Moths. Curious. Merlin's beard. This can't be the witch's tomb. Likely I need to go further. Lumos.
Girl. He's dead.
Repair. Confringo. Perhaps a spell would help open this door.
Really?
Accio.
It's dead. It's dead.
Lumos. I have a feeling I'm not alone here.
Skeletons. Oh, nope, this is Inferi?
Confringo! Levioso! These inferior, horrible... Confringo! Depulso! Levioso! Confringo! Glacius! Glacius! Lumos! Levioso! Depulso!
Ah, leave that alone.
Accio! If I could power it somehow, it looks like it could be rotated. Levioso! Revelio! Levioso! Accio! Confringo! Lumos! Revelio! This has a moth imprinted on it. The same as the door. Lumos! Levioso! Accio! Confringo! Lumos! Levioso! Lumos! Revelio. I see, this is supposed to spin. But how? Levioso! Revelio.
Also?
Accio! Revelio. Depulso! Lumos. Levioso! Revelio! Accio! I need to get that platform closer. But how? Revelio! Accio! Lumos! Reparo. Oh. Levioso! Accio! Revelio! Confringo! Accio. Levioso. Revelio. Depulso. Depulso. Confringo. Whoa. Whoa. Revelio. Reparo. Confringo.
To do.
Depulso. Levioso. What's that hanging there?
Easy.
Down I go. No other way. Depulso.
Oh, sorry.
Oh.
Oh.
Confringo. Confringo. Depulso. Confringo. Protego. Confringo. Depulso.
This game is so fucking stupid.
Confringo.
I'm over this game.
Confringo. Depulso. Confringo.
Alright, that's it, folks. Yep. Yep, that's it. The journey has ended. That's right. You're right. You are right. Alright, my thoughts. I'm super not interested in the story. from what Brandon's told me, all the decisions are be nice, be a dick. There's nothing changes. Oh, and then, hey, I have a reward for you. The open world's not interesting. I can't believe IGN gave this a 9. This is sick to me. If I was rating on 10, it's probably a 3-ish 2. Oh, it's puzzles and then enemy arena. And I don't know if it's Harry Potter, but I honestly don't care about this world. I was hoping the school stuff would be more interesting. I think this doesn't need to be a giant open world game. I think being just at Hogwarts probably would have been fine. And then like you do like level based dungeons and stuff. I mean, that's basically what it is. Exploring the open world seems pointless to me when you get the broom and you're just gonna fly past it anyways. There's no traveling by foot is basically irrelevant. Going off the beaten path is basically irrelevant outside of the little vignettes that are in the world. Oh, I don't know if I play this again. I hate the way they talk. I don't love the main character. Spells are cool, but like the combat is uninteresting as well. Because if it's not the skeletons need to be hit with fire and then be damaging them, it's the way the wizards do the different color barriers and the goblins. It's break the barrier, then do another move on them to stun them to start attacking. I just don't feel like it's worth my time to be bang my head against the wall to finish this. I don't think Magical Beast changes anything. They don't really add anything. It's pet them and feed them. So I don't think there's anything interesting later with this. It's not telling a compelling story. Yeah, so I just feel like this game does not need to be 20 plus hours long. It's just full of bloated shit. And then the puzzles are cool at the beginning when you do the puzzles, but then you see the puzzles outside of just doing them the first time, they're essentially the same thing. The number puzzles are all just, hey, do the math with just symbols. There's nothing interesting about them. The paintings are find the puzzle piece and then bring the butterfly back to the painting. Get gear that is irrelevant. I really can't. Like, this has to be open world fatigue, and it's no, there's like a million of these games that I could play that are just like this, and I'm just not having fun with this. This is a 2 for me. Yeah, this is a 2 for me. It's really repetitive. And it's not offensive. Like, it's not to crap on this game and be like, oh, and I'm only comparing it to itself. We're not going to compare it to other open world games that are better. I'm comparing it with just the way it's flowing. Story. It's not an interesting story. And then the side quests don't matter. Like, you get flavor text when you take that girl's gobs. You get actually more flavor text when you're a dick. And they're just like, and I can't tell if these choices actually matter. It's a lot of, it's just one conversation from one side character to another. There's no difference. Every conversation is the same. Every time you accept a quest is the same. It's the main character being like either really excited to do it or like, I'm not sure I want to do it. And then they're like, well, if you change your mind, here's where it is. And it's like, it's just so weird. I don't know if it was rushed, but it's just like, it feels like these don't matter. I've heard the Merlin puzzles are all the same, or roughly there's 6 of, there's a bunch of different ones, but a lot of them, there's 6 of one version of it, and it's they're not random. It's the same puzzle, just in a different place. Yeah. So I think that's our playthrough of this. All things gotta come to an end, and I just cannot waste my time on it. Like, this is one of those games where, like, I look at Fire Emblem, where IGN gave it a lower score and the story is not compelling, but I'm liking the story in Fire Emblem. I'm not liking the story, and I'm just not having fun playing this. So that's been Hogwarts Legacy. It's been fun, but I think it's time to say goodbye to this.